My apologies, guys. I hit some on my end, but we were on Deion Sanders and his issue
Yo,
about
stop
the
pressing
game and after
buttons,
he won the
man.
game and all that. So I let my fault, bro. My fault, man. I was really trying to get to the comments and see what the people are saying. I wanted to make sure that
Listen,
I interact with our folks. You know what I mean? Because look, we're still doing the Cash App giveaway, so I want to let them know when it's time, to go. We doing this. So again, I take full responsibility of that. I just wanted the people to get the good
listen,
interaction of me, man. I'm trying to
listen,
multitask and I messed up. But go ahead and finish, my brother. My fault. My
listen. I
fault.
just said this is why we can't have nice things. People just be messing up stuff for no reason. Now, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to come at you like that. So,
Hold on, hold on. I thought you was talking about Dion and it's okay. All right,
no,
cool.
I'm
I mean, I ain't mad.
talking about
I ain't
you.
mad. Go ahead.
Nah, nah,
My bad.
Dion, man. Dion had a little snafu. So Dion goes, yeah, I don't really know what happened to my stuff. Somebody stole it after they won a game 53 to zip. Good job, Dion. I think he's running a decent program down there,
Mm-hmm.
but we will remain to see how it goes. Next thing you know, Dion finds his stuff, and I don't think he really issued an apology, but he just assumed it had to be stolen. And so somebody took Dion's stuff and say, we're gonna move Coach Prime stuff from here over here. And it's a little weird because I would
No,
not
what's
try to
funny is,
yeah.
what's funny. I was gonna ask you, did you see? Because I saw the response on it wasn't a response, but I saw the article on TMZ that he actually found like it was misplaced and not stolen. And I definitely didn't hear Dion say anything
Nah,
about that.
Prime ain't said nothing about it. All I saw him post on Twitter was the truth is the truth or some shit like that. I don't know what that meant. You can hold it, Prime. Just come up and be like, you know what? I messed up.
Nah, bro, we ain't got. Look, we ain't got time for no cold giveaway, bro. Because if you willing to come out like that and say, man, hey, be all passionate about somebody taking stuff, you got to come out and like, like, hey, man, my stuff was right here. The trainers or something like that decided to put in a different location because they thought it'd be safer there. You got to come out with something better than,
but
the truth is the truth. I don't
I
know
said
if that's what he said.
something like that, right? I mean, those aren't his words. Don't quote me on them. They aren't verbatim, but yeah, something like that. Now, what I will say is though, Prime had his
Uh,
a boom box or something like that stolen out of his car when he first got down here. They figured out it belonged to Dion. They said, oh, you know what? My bad, Dion. I didn't mean to steal your stuff. Here, go it back. So he probably was like, they done got me once. Don't see why it would happen twice. Eh. And he's down in Jackson, Mississippi. I think that's where he's at. It's a rough part of town, but I mean, damn,
yeah.
Prime, you just gotta assume that folks just gonna be stealing from you. Oh, so nobody else got his stuff stolen except for you, Coach. Nobody ran the locker room. Now I played high school ball,
Look,
and I tell you, we've had some cats come in our locker room and take all our shit. It's happened.
yeah. Nah, it's that's happened. I've had that happen too. Shoot, basketball and football, bro. That joke has
Right?
happened.
Yeah.
But it is crazy. It is crazy that because look, I believe Dion. I was like my first thought right when he got on when I saw the video of the presser, I was like, damn, why, man? Like, why
This
this
is
man
why
trying to
we
bring
can't have
attention to the
nice things.
school? I, I was like, he's trying to bring money. This is a great situation. What are we doing, people? Come on, man. You know this is gonna be all over the place. We can't do this. And then I saw the TMZ joint, and then I hear nothing else from Prime. Again, I
The
still don't know the true story on what actually happened. Maybe we'll get it sometime this week, maybe next week, maybe we'll never get it. I don't know.
uh,
But it does look kind of crazy. It definitely changed my perspective on what I wanted to say about the story when I saw the TMZ clip.
dang on Dion Mantal Teo ass Sanders. My bad. I probably shouldn't have called
Oh,
Dion
so
Mantal.
are we even taking TMZ word as law? Because I mean, are we taking TMZ word as law?
I
Because
mean,
Prime
TMZ.
never said it wasn't stolen, so maybe it was stolen, man.
No, I read it on a couple sources. I read it on Bleacher Report and I read it on something else.
Okay,
Listen, but I say TMZ
okay.
hardly ever
Damn,
drops.
Prime.
TMZ hardly ever drops information that not be accurate.
They got a good track record. They got a good track record ever since the Michael Jackson joint. So they got
It,
a decent track record
as
when it
messy as
comes to that
they
stuff.
are,
But
but
still, very messy.
So I'm gonna read the
I
comments for you
hate that though,
guys.
man. I hate that that's even a narrative out there.
What you
I'm gonna
got?
read the
Go ahead, me.
comments because I don't want anyone to push any buttons. So
Hey, hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
um so Jacob says, that kid I know we got off the Cam Newton soapbox, but that's okay. Our viewers want to viewers want to talk about Cam. So Jacob says that kid situation with Cam Newton, every kid nowadays is trying to get recognition on social media. That gave him that, but the respect level needs to be there,
Viral.
especially if he's trying to get where Cam is. It would be better to learn from him than try and disrespect to get clout.
100%. 100%. Because that ain't the way you
Listen,
get it.
I would have look, yeah, look, if I'm Cam, I set an example. I set an example, man. For real. I don't laugh and all that kiki and all that stuff. No. I set an example. This is what it is.
Listen,
Kid
I'm,
gotta
I'm
go. Kid's not welcome
listen,
back to my camp. I don't care what.
listen. I'm kind of petty. I'm the dude to be like, oh, what's your name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't worry about it. We're gonna see how easy it is for you to get a scholarship at D1 ball if you're even good enough for it.
Well, I mean to go not to go back to it, but you see the kid didn't want that attention anyway because when Cam was asking him questions, he's like, you too me. No, bro, you was just confident in what you was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Tell me
So
who you
basically,
are now. Tell
so,
me what you did.
so basically, the kids say, Google me.
Exactly. That's what he said, man. But look, I ain't trying to know the kid until he actually gets some respect somewhere. Whether it's on
Hey,
the field or off, he gotta
and
he gotta get
listen,
some respect somewhere, man.
right.
Because
At the end of the day, his name is going to speak for itself because if he makes it somewhere important, we'll hear about him. This is the kid that talked shit to Cam Newton at camp. And we be like, all
yeah.
right, respect. That's what it is. If not, we won't ever hear from him. He gonna ride the waves to
Well, I mean, he's all,
you said what, bro?
he's gonna be known as that kid until he make a name for himself.
So and he's still gonna be known as the
Like
kid
that's
that
who he's
talks shit
gonna
to
be.
Cam
He's
Newton.
gonna be
Right.
that kid until he make
But check this out. So
yeah.
even if he makes it to the
Unless he can
league,
make a big name for himself.
listen, even if he makes it to the league, you be like, yeah, you ain't won no Heisman, you ain't did none of this shit, so you still ain't nobody. He can have a 10-year career in the NFL and still ain't gonna be shit. It's like, yeah, he ain't shit.
And man, maybe that kid went down to Mississippi and stole Dion
So
shit.
Dion shit. It might have been as bad
At the
as
coach's office.
I'm from the 215. Dirty ass
Maybe
city.
he said maybe he said went down to Mississippi and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go viral for everything."
Yeah,
that was me on everything. You want to see
yeah.
Dion Jury? You want to
I
see all
had
this shit?
I had the whole weekend on lock. That was
Nah,
me. Calvin did that.
you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about my name, man. Just Google me. Everything that
Google
happened,
me.
I did that. Remember that. That's
Good
that
man.
kid. You know what I mean? But look, again, man. Good luck to the kid. Whatever, man. Dion do
Hey,
need to
listen.
come out with a statement though. He got to come out with a better statement. He can't
They
just
gotta
let that
say
ride.
something. Yeah, you can't just do that like that. That's just dirty
Yeah,
business right there.
he can't let that ride. Bro.
Hey
He
man,
can't. Nah, I don't think that's not good faith.
let's
Yep.
talk about it. Let's talk about this real quick. So I don't want to get on this too much. We're gonna switch gears, Lavar Ball style. Switch gears. Rel asked me, he said, "Is the Brooklyn Nets the team to beat?" I said, "I don't know." And I don't want to talk about the Brooklyn Nets because I don't really know what it's like to win a championship in the NBA because I just really haven't ever done that. Got my ass whooped by Kobe a couple times, and. So the true question is, are the Brooklyn Nets the team to beat? I don't know. That's my answer. Do I think that they're talented? Do I think they're one of the
Bro,
best
come,
teams in the
come, bro,
league?
stop being modest at this point. No. You remember how y'all used to tell me every time like the Lakers or something be playing and we be up by this much point, I'd be like, I don't know, man, I don't know.
Nah, because
Dog,
you just
say how
on
you really
stupid.
feel, bro.
You just on stupidity. Listen, if my team actually had good defense out there, I'd
Dude,
be like, you
say
know
how you
what?
feel.
Listen, my team actually played good defense out there, and I could be like, defensively, we ain't a liability. So I mean, we took it to the wire with you guys a couple of
Mhm.
days ago, and we didn't have KD. But I mean, a couple calls they changed the game real quick. I went back and looked at the highlights. I mean, a couple phantom calls don't give go James Harden way. we're looking at a different outcome. I'm just saying that that team in Brooklyn is a really good team, but defensively, I don't really know if they can go 7 games with somebody. Even if AD's in the game, I don't know, man. I think that they could probably easily make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we'll see. I mean, there's some good teams out there in the East. So I think that Philly's coming together. Milwaukee gonna have something to say. Miami might have something to say. And if we come out there thinking we just gonna beat somebody, we might kiss the baby. So I don't know if Brooklyn's the best team. I'm gonna just go with that.
I'll say this. Them and the Charlotte Hornets are the most exciting team to watch.
Right. Okay.
Brooklyn has the most. They has the most. Brooklyn has the most firepower.
Oh
This
yeah.
trade deadline is going to be very interesting.
So
Very,
I got a question.
very interesting because. Uh huh.
I got a question. So where do you think Boogie Cousins go at?
Well, I just saw a rumor that he's not. The Lakers are not looking to add him. So to be honest,
Damn.
bro, it might be Brooklyn. It could be Celtics.
I mean, it could be it could be Boston. Hell, it could be Miami.
It could be. I mean, I don't know, and I don't see. To be honest, man, I don't know what's going on with Boogie right now. Why the Rockets even released him? I saw they say they wanted to go small and stuff like that. I ain't believing that shit, man. Whatever. But I really don't think. I don't see Boogie making a great impact anywhere. To be honest, I'm be
So
real
I
honest
got a
with you.
question. Do you think Boogie best days are behind him? This is a dude coming out of Kentucky that had attitude
Unfortunately,
problems.
because of injury, yes.
So this is a dude that came out of Kentucky with
No,
attitude problems.
unfortunately, because of injuries, yeah.
So this is a dude that
Because of
came out of
injuries.
Kentucky. You hear me?
Because of injuries, man. Because
That's
because yeah, because of injuries, that's did it for him, man. I think he's never going to get the payday he's looking for. That those days are gone. He's gonna be hopping from team to team, man. Unfortunately, he's a really good like skilled player, but I don't see him making an impact anyway. I mean, unless if he go to Brooklyn, he may be able to fit in. To be honest, Brooklyn might be his best bet. You know
right.
what I mean?
And
Because
and
he's not asking to
people
score
say,
that much. You know what I mean? He's asking to do the bit.
yeah,
Uh huh.
we just need you to get on the floor and play a low defense when in critical moments, which he can do that. But people ask me, they said, so how do you think Boogie Cousins is gonna get down with Harden because they was beefing? I was like, shit, Kobe and Shaq played together. They figured it out. We here to win rings.
Yeah, all that stuff don't really matter when you're on a team together, because NBA players don't really fight like that anyway. So it's like it's not like it's real beef. When you're on a squad together, all that stuff you had in the past, it's out the window because when you're on different teams, you ride for your team. But when you're together, you're together. So I ain't really sweating all that. Whether the relationship from the past, how it would affect them now, I ain't really sweating that too much. But I don't know, man. I'm looking at it. Brooklyn looks the best to me right now. And I see you, Jacob, saying Boston isn't winning, but Boston get Boogie, that might help them. To be
Boston,
honest,
I
I
mean, I
mean,
think
Kimba got to step up.
Boston is a big man away from having some problems. To be honest, that's the biggest issue. They're just too small in front.
Yeah, and look, and maybe Boogie Cousins can have that Zach Randolph type game, right? Where he ain't got no explosiveness, but he can rebound under the basket very well, right? Like
And that's exactly what
Randolph gave you a double double.
right. That's exactly what they need from him. Somebody that can go out there, get some rebounds, insert their weight, so you're just not driving to the paint thinking it's going to be easy. I think that Boogie could actually probably neutralize AD if they came down to the Lakers, Brooklyn Finals.
No,
I said neutralize.
he's not
I
doing
didn't say
nothing with AD,
stop.
man.
I'm just
No,
saying
no, no,
AD gonna have
no.
listen. AD gonna have to rely on his outside game to actually play like that. I'm just saying Boogie ain't gonna make it easy for him.
Listen, man, healthy man, Boogie gonna have 6 fouls before we even know it, bro.
All right.
before they even know it. And he's not gonna rough AD out like that. They boys. They had 6 fouls before we know it, bro.
Nah,
Out
he
of the
rough.
games.
He
Come on,
rough
man.
him up. He
Don't
rough.
disrespect AD like that.
Hey, listen, I'm an AD fan,
Dog,
man. Listen,
don't disrespect AD like that because he's not playing. Nah,
hey,
don't
bro,
do that.
I'm just
Don't do that.
saying.
Come on,
I'm
man.
just
Because he
saying.
got an injury right now.
Listen, I told you my biggest thing with the whole Nets team is that they need a little defense, and I don't think we can stop AD, but I think somebody like Boogie can slow him down a little bit from banging on the inside, and I think that might be enough that Brooklyn's need to put them over the hump. He's not going to stop him, but I think that he can put some speed bumps in a way to slow him down a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit.
I will say this: the James Harden trade is showing to be very dangerous. I would say that it is showing to be very dangerous because, to be honest, I didn't know if Kyrie was going to give up the point guard spot like that. I know he should have because James Harden is like that at the point guard position. We saw that in
Right.
Houston, but I didn't know if he was willing to. And the fact that
Listen,
he is and he can score the way he can,
because at the end of the day, you talk about three dudes that's averaging like fucking 81 points together. Like, I might get 40 tonight and you might get 20
yeah.
tomorrow. Shit, we ain't got to work hard. Are we trying to get the job done or what? So, I mean, you no need to go out there and average a triple double like Westbrook. But, I mean, if I can get my rocks off and I got the hot hand and shit, we going to eat. Them dudes don't want to play that much anyway. They're living for the playoffs.
But I just defense is going. I mean, I don't know how much defense Kyrie can play. I know James Harden can play it when he put his mind to it. Kevin Durant tries, but he's still slim. You know what I mean? I don't expect him to bang hard. The To be honest, the Sixers and the next matchup is gonna be a nice one. That's what I'm looking forward to. To be honest,
Okay. Okay. So
that's the Eastern Conference Finals I want.
that would be a good one. So I'm going to go with this right here. How much do you think Ben Simmons can affect the game that's going to put the Sixers over the hump? Because I don't really trust Tobias that much. And I mean, Embiid is having an MVP season, which is great. But I don't know
Hmm.
how Ben Simmons is going to be able to stop all three of them boys. I just don't think that Philly got enough firepower. I'll just be honest about that. Like I think that it
I
might be
look at it like this,
it
right?
might it might go
And we
four
can
it
say,
might go 4-2 Brooklyn.
I don't know. I told you who I had at the beginning. I told you who my picks are for the NBA Finals, and it's the 76ers and the Lakers. I just think that MB came to play this year,
Listen,
and Ben Simmons is like just doing what he do. Like he's gonna play defense. At the end of the day, he's still 6'10" and can move like a guard, right?
right.
So he's gonna play defense. Danny Green gonna have to hit shots. Steph Curry gonna have to hit shots. You know what I mean? But again, this trade deadline is pivotal, bro. It's very
So
pivotal,
wait a
man.
minute.
I'm more excited about the trade deadline than the actual games right now.
Your predictions that the Sixers might make the finals was before Harden actually joined the Nets.
Now I'm still gonna stick with it.
Bro, you don't gotta die on that fucking train. That's not the hill you gotta die on, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna live and die with Harden either.
I mean, listen, Harden he had a couple bad playoff runs in Houston, but he had to be the man. You're looking at a team
A
where we know.
couple. A couple. Okay, go ahead.
Listen,
Go
I'm just
ahead.
saying
Okay.
you look at it.
All right.
Harden had to be the man in Houston. Let's be clear about that, right? So we look at a guy like Kyrie that we know that can take the big shot because he bailed Braun out when he got back to Cleveland. And we look at a dude like KD who know that we watched him put Golden State over the top for a couple of seasons, who came back with a couple MVPs. And so Harden doesn't have to go out there and score 55 damn points and hopefully they can win a game and he get cold feet in games 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because that's happened easily.
My thing about the Nets is I can see each of those players getting rattled. Right? I can see
Listen,
it.
I
I
don't
think
know,
KD
man.
didn't do it in Golden State because the system was so built for KD. Think about the pressure. KD had no pressure in
I
Golden
mean,
State,
no.
bro.
I mean,
None.
Well, he walked into a team that wasn't his team, so it was Steph's team by default, right? So if they lost, it wouldn't have been KD's fault.
For
But
real.
but I
They
mean that
they wouldn't have cared.
no, it wouldn't have been KD's fault. And it'd have been like, well, damn, I mean, KD couldn't get it done with them boys. They're gonna be in trouble. Brown would have smelled a little blood. But even back in his OKC days when it was him, Harden and Ibaka and Westbrook, I think that he was a little wet behind the ears to figure it out. I just don't think that, now I feel like KD knows how to actually win a championship. I don't see him get rattling too much. And Kyrie's a dude that might think the earth is flat, which I don't think it is, but in his mind it is. I haven't seen Kyrie really get rattled that much playing with, the likes of LeBron. Now, he's a dude that probably can't take a team to the finals, but in the finals, he damn sure show up.
Oh, you say Kyrie shows up in the finals?
I mean, yeah, in the playoffs, he shows up in the playoffs, unless he injured.
Bro, Kyrie, come on, man. We got to stop this. We got to stop this, man. Look, Kyrie is a great talent.
Right.
He showed up in one finals, bro. Like,
how big did they win it? Did they win
the Celtics?
Well,
they did. I mean, when you got LeBron taking you to 8 straight, I mean, come on, man. You got to win one at least, right? I mean, well, he ain't take Kyrie to 8 straight, but still, you know what I mean. LeBron going to 8 straight. Somebody got to win one, right? But listen, Kyrie with the Celtics.
I think that was a busted situation. I think Kyrie with the Celtics was a busted situation.
I get it. Kyrie made one of the biggest shots in NBA history. Not taking that away from him. But, bro, when all the pressure is on LeBron James, dude, you take that shot. You take it. Because, look, at the end of the day, your legacy ain't on the line. If you miss that shot, dang, LeBron should have took that shot anyway, right? That's what it's going to be said. Like, Kyrie shouldn't have had his ball to take the ball to take that shot anyway. So, bro, if I ain't got no pressure, I'm going to just let it fly. Like, look, that's why when Danny Green missed that shot, yeah, everybody ate him up, right? Everybody like, oh, Danny Green. But what did they say? LeBron got to find a way to get that ball to shoot that, right? LeBron shouldn't have passed that. Even though doggone Danny Green is fucking a mile open.
Right.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Right. So you mean tell me? So I got a question.
So Kyrie.
So you mean to tell me Kyrie took the shot and hoped he was gonna miss it, but it happened to go in because he don't care about Brown that much?
No, he wasn't. No, I ain't saying that. No, I ain't saying that. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, bro, he ain't got no pressure. Look, we seen when the pressure's on Kyrie, which is when he was over the Celtics and when he was the man in Brooklyn, he ain't do shit.
But right
now he's flourishing because Harden.
Let's be clear about this, right? When he was in Boston, that team won 62, 63 games without Kyrie, and they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals after they trade for him and he was injured. Who was he going to come back there in house? Like, I think had he started with that team with Brown and Tatum and Horford, Horford's on that team too, right? Had he started with them boys, it would have looked a little different. But it's like, nigga, you can't teach me shit. We good. And I think that he was just an odd man looking in.
I still don't think it would have been a great match.
And he still thinks the earth is flat. So, I mean, they already was like, this dude's already weird. Like, so.
Come on, man. Leave that man alone with the earth flat comments, man. Come on.
I mean, he said a bunch of dumb
I look at it this. To me, I say this. Before this trade deadline, again, I can't wait for the trade deadline, so that's something we can talk about. But I would say Brooklyn looked like the best team to me. And that's just me. And I know you don't want to say that because you're a Brooklyn fan. And I stamp you. You have been a Brooklyn fan since my Lakers beat on y'all or, whipped y'all years ago. You know what I mean?
Down, man. That's over like 2 decades. That's over. That's about 2 decades ago. Chill, fam. Like, keep bringing up old woes and stuff.
You've been a Nets fan for a long time. So you're not going to say it. But to me, I would say Brooklyn looks like the best team. Hey, you know what? We should do a poll. You know what, producer? Let's get a poll together. Who do you think the best team? We can put the Clippers out there. We can put the Nets. We can put the Sixers. We can put the Lakers. Who do we feel is the best team?
Hey, bro, let's not
before the All-Star break.
Let's not leave Utah out. They quietly making some noise. So let's not forget about Utah.
Yeah, let's get it a max of 6 teams, right?
Right.
Max, or maybe we can shorten it down to 4. Who knows? 5, 4,
No,
whatever.
no,
But I say a max of six
put that
teams.
six
Let's get
teams.
a
I'll
poll
go with
out there.
others.
Who
Yeah,
who
yeah.
who the fans think? Yeah, who the stopaholics think? You know what I
Bruh.
mean? Is the best
Listen,
team in the NBA right now before the All Star break. And
listen. I like the Lakers, man. I think that the Lakers is a good organization. And, they got.
whatever, bro.
Listen. They got a dude there that's won a national championship, and he's won a
Medusa,
championship.
we moving on. I ain't got time for
And
this. I ain't
they
got
got
time
a
for this
dude in there
BS.
that's been
Medusa,
in
what
10
what we
straight
what we doing?
finals.
Cash app, cash app, cash
Yeah,
app,
that.
cash app, cash app. I ain't got time for this dude, bro. I ain't got
All
time for this
right, man.
BS. What we talking? Cash app, cash. Who? Come on, man. Let's find this winner. Cause let's be honest. I know that's what the people's been waiting for. Let's see if we can put this together again. Before we do this, please share the broadcast. I know I ended it earlier, my fault, but look, our producer gonna get it together where you guys can still see the video with in its entirety, right? So again, first of many, on this Cash App giveaway. And I'm excited about this, man. It's something new for us. We did a rebranding process of this podcast, man. And again, me and this guy right here has been friends since 2005. So there's
Yup.
nobody else I want to do this podcast with. The producer and I have been friends since we were in elementary. You know what I mean? So these are my close people that I'm really cool with. These ain't nobody threw us together. You know what I mean? These are real friends doing this together. So we thank you guys for our support. And look, I'm gonna toss it over to y'all, man. Y'all get these people find this winner for this cash out, man.
Listen, I don't know. I got one more topic I want to hit on real quick because we ain't talk. Hey, I got a question for you, bro. Did you watch the video I sent you?
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm just asking. Did you watch the video I sent you?
What video you
It's
sent?
a, it's a YouTube joint I sent you with my man Dak Prescott.
No, I never got the video. All I saw was the stat thing you sent me. I never got the
Nah,
video.
see, the video is right before the stats.
Yeah, man, I had time. The show was
No,
about to start. You supposed to send that to me like
yesterday. My bad.
yesterday or something like that when we
My
after we
bad.
talked. Yeah,
My bad.
I mean,
Listen.
bro,
You
you
didn't
can't
seem that.
you can't
You
send
didn't
me something like 10 minutes before the show.
listen. You didn't seem that interested to talk about it anyway. So there's that. But let's talk about this real quick. We talk about a dude. Let's look at a guy like Dak
Okay.
Prescott. This ain't gonna be the conversation we had. But right now we talk about a dude that's 2.5, 3 years into a contract negotiation with an organization. And so if y'all don't know, I'm a Cowboy fan. We ain't won shit in
Hmm.
forever. So guess what? We still ain't gonna keep on winning shit because the way that Jerry Jones got stuff set up, it's a little rough. But when we look at a guy like Dak Prescott that's done
Uh-huh.
everything that an organization could ask for, he don't get in no trouble. They win games. He actually is a leader on the team. He's done
Yep.
all these things, and it's so hard to say, can we give this man his bread? What does it take for an ownership to say, are we going to pay you or not going to pay you? And this ain't something that just started a week and a half ago. And I tell a lot of people this. This has probably been the most long, drawn out conversation about a player getting a new contract in sports history. Who the hell do you know had to wait 2.5, 3 years to get paid? And so he doesn't parlay his money from, should we give Dak 15 million? We don't think he's worth it. Should we give him 20 million? We don't think he's worth it. Should we give him 35 million? We don't think he's worth it. Now this dude's in the stratosphere of like $40 million. It's a $40 million thing Jerry could have took care of 2.5 years ago. How do you feel about this, bro? I'm just asking.
I think Dak, if we talking about him being with the Cowboys, should get every penny that he can.
Okay.
If we're talking about Dak going somewhere else, then it's a conversation,
All right.
right?
So what's the conversation?
I think Dak is a really good quarterback.
Okay. How many
I don't
really
think
good
he's
how many
I don't
really
think he's
good
great.
quarterbacks? How many great quarterbacks do you think are in the league?
I mean, there's Pat Mahomes, there's Brady, of course, there's Aaron Rodgers. There's I think he's a better passer than Lamar Jackson, but I don't think he's a better player than Lamar. But that's just me.
So here's the thing: is how you got to look at these players, right? They come.
Okay.
I tell people, you look at this like everybody got their superpower and super talents, It's some dudes that can throw that thing from goalpost to goalpost. Their
Mm-hmm.
talent is their arm. It's some dudes out there that can run the ball, and some dudes you can't touch in a fucking phone booth. You know what I'm saying? And that's just
Yep.
what it is. So I think that Dak is a guy that's not super elusive, so he's not going to give you those let me run around for 4 minutes in a pocket like Lamar Jackson could. But he's a dude that's going to complete 67, 68% of his passes career-wise. I think that's his number. And
Mm-hmm.
he's going to make sure his team is in a position to win. So if you talk about elusiveness, that's not your guy. If you talk about somebody that's going to lead your team or can lead your team for the longevity of playing the position, we look at Tom Brady. He's probably the most unathletic quarterback on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't put your money against him,
Nah, because he get that ball out with the quickness.
and he gets the job done. So you don't have
Yeah.
to be a dude that people they always argue about this arm talent, arm talent. Everybody got arm talent when you get to the league and you can play the position.
Yeah.
How is your team winning? And I mean, I think the Cowboys has been a team that they've had very poor defense, they've had very poor special teams, and they've still been in games. And I think that you look at somebody like Tony Romo, he's had the exact same issues, the exact same problems of this team ain't winning that much. Is Tony the problem? Is Dak the problem? We went from wide receiver, quarterback, running back, all them stuff been interchangeable. Man, still ain't winning like that. So you talk about, hey, do I want to go back to QB purgatory? But you talk about a man that has actually proven his worth. Is he a top 10 quarterback in my opinion? Yeah, but at some point in time, he wasn't a top 100 player in the league according to his peers. But now we talk about a top 10 player. And
I'll say this. I'll say this. For Dallas, Dak deserves again whatever you want. For other teams, he's worth 30 something mil. I say
30,
35 or less, but still within the 30 range, right? 30 to 35. That's
listen,
that's what I'm going
I,
for Dak for any other team because
I
he's
got a
still
question.
he's a starting quarterback, bro. He's a start, and that's what the market is.
Right, and so you got to play by the market rules. This ain't what you want to do. If the market was
Yeah,
32 million, then guess what?
yeah. He's at
So,
he's proven even in his absence that he's market value.
all right.
So
So let's go with this. How much money did Tannehill get? Like 29, 30 million or something stupid like that?
hmm
One good season. How much money did Garoppolo get off 5 games? 27 million.
20 something
How
mil.
much
Yeah.
money did Teddy Bridgewater get for being a backup quarterback? 23 million. You
Well, we
talk
were
about a
stupid
dude
to pay him.
listen, but you talk about a dude that's won 42, 43 games. He averaging 10 wins a season, and you saying, yeah, I'm gonna lowball him real quick. Let's see where this grow at on which tree. That's what
Well,
it
look, I
comes
mean,
down to.
but you also got somebody like, you got also got to look at him and say, is he willing to take 20 something mil? Because I'm pretty sure if he wanted to take 20 something mil, there's teams out there that would give him 20 something mil without even blinking.
I mean, well, shit,
He's
all
he's
30,
ask,
all.
he's asking for 40.
Listen, I'm just saying, how much did Watson get? 39.8. He went 4-12 last season.
But Watson's
I'm
a
not
better quarterback.
debatable.
See, and this is where we disagree, and it's okay,
And
bro.
that's debatable. And that's debatable. This could go
It's
for another
okay.
40
Like
minutes talking about that. But he went. He
Watson
went,
is a better quarterback to me.
and
And
that's
that's just
fine.
me,
I mean,
man.
listen, Watson has better legs, but outside of that, I'm riding with Dak, and that's just me. I'm not taking too many dudes. I'm taking Dak over Russell Wilson. Yeah, listen, I'm taking Dak over a lot of dudes other than probably Aaron Rodgers and maybe Pat Mahomes. That's just my QB3, QB4. I might put somebody else ahead of him, but that's it. My list is
Well,
short.
well, Rebecca, I'm gonna respond to Jacob and Rebecca real quick. Jacob, yeah, leadership is everything. Leadership is everything, but you got to have some type of talent to go with that leadership. Like you can be a leader all you want to, but if you ain't producing on the field,
Hey, I got a question for you. Do you me tell
uh,
you what talent without leadership looks like? Two
what?
dudes I can name off the top of my head:
Okay,
Jameis Winston and Cam Newton.
yeah,
Talented dudes, they lack in leadership.
of course, of
And
course.
so
Well, Cam is a leader when everything's going well.
a true leader is not
A
when
true
the
leader,
ship.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, agree. And Rebecca, let's see, you want to know what's the top? Let's see, what would be your top favorite sport to watch if you had to pick one? For me, it's gonna be football. It's just the action. I need the
Yeah.
action. Basketball will be a close second because I love the game.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm
But
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you about basketball real quick. and football is probably my number one sport to watch. But I think that these dudes play 82 games and about 65 of them are meaningless. and so
Yeah.
I think if the basketball season was a little more condensed, that they actually had more value into half these games, because the team could finish, they can win 35 games and sneak in the damn playoffs. Do we want to see the Atlanta Hawks right now in the playoffs? Not really.
No,
Not
I mean,
really.
basketball. I mean, football is just way more exciting, especially when it comes playoff time. There's nothing.
Oh
There's
yeah.
nothing more exciting than playoff football,
Right.
hands down. It's just not more exciting than that.
If it was like a 40-game basketball season, I think those games would mean a lot more. Cats would not be out there load managing and sitting down because they got like a hangnail or something like that.
Look, don't get me. Hold on. Tim Tebow had no arm talent, but Tebow had talent.
Yeah, Tim Tebow. Yeah,
Come on, like,
hey, listen,
yeah, he had the boy.
Hey, Tim Tebow had God on his side, bro. That dude could
I
be
was
one.
saying, you can say that man had no arm talent, but the man, especially for college football, talent. Like, it was nothing you can do with that man. I don't want to hear arm talent when it comes to Tebow. Don't give me that, because he ain't needed.
Honestly, Tim Tebow is probably one of the top 3, top 5 college quarterbacks all time.
Yeah, bro. It's just arm talent wasn't nothing not in that offense. Not what Urban Meyer was running off. It didn't matter.
But then you look at somebody like the Broncos, right? I mean, they've struggled with quarterbacks before Peyton Manning and after Peyton Manning. So, Tebow probably wasn't that dude, but he just was a product of the environment like everybody else.
Jay Cutler had one of the best arm talent in the world, and we see how he was.
Trash. I mean, he wasn't a good. You know what I mean? Listen. Guess what? He wasn't a good leader.
Exactly. I agree.
And so when you talk about that QB position, you're not going to get behind your quarterback when you know he's an idiot. That's just what it comes down to. No, and that's the most important position on the field. So, listen, it's all about leadership.
Man, we got a lot of good I'm excited about this podcast because we got a lot of good up and coming topics that's coming along. You know what I mean? With the football season, with the playoffs coming, this is going to get very interesting going forward, and I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, and we got the NFL draft coming up. I tell you what, we won't do, bro. We won't do that long ass draft show like we did a couple years ago.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. No. We'll think something else.
Yeah, nah, we ain't doing that show.
Better. Producer, what you got for us?
So we're gonna find a winner here.
Yeah, so
I agree with you, by the way, too, producer. I agree with you, by the way.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're gonna do before we announce, make sure everyone is sharing and subscribing. So there you go. Like us on Facebook, the One Stop Podcast.
Do that.
YouTube at the One Stop Podcast.
Talk to them.
Instagram at the One Stop Podcast. Most of you have already done it, but if you haven't,
that producer on it, bro. I don't even do this.
And Twitter at One Stop.
I don't know why you talk anyway.
I don't know why you're talking right now.
Hey man.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Go ahead and share. You still have a little chance to win. And also, real quick before we announce a winner, because what I'm going to do is spin a wheel. Unfortunately, you all cannot see the wheel, but I am going to spin a wheel
at this time. But in the future, you will.
We're working on it.
Yep.
So go ahead and drop your cash apps. Drop your cash apps below. Go ahead and drop your cash apps. Give everybody a second to drop those cash apps. I don't see any dropping, so I guess we don't want any winners. But go ahead and drop your cash apps.
I'm about to drop mine right now. Hold up.
Hey, shit, I'm putting my cash app in there too.
Hey, bro, put your cash app in there, bro. I'm trying
to put my cash app in there.
Hold up, bro. Hold up.
Hey, listen, that would be nice if the money go back to the people, right?
Go right to the people. All right. I see YouTube is dropping the cash app. All right. I see Darrell, you don't count.
Come on, man. I'm trying to get this money.
Hey, bro, listen. Hey, bro, let's talk about this. Bobby Shmurda guy in jail today, so there's that.
Shout out Bobby Shmurda, man.
Yo, that's the other shit we talk about. Bobby Shmurda guy in jail today.
Bobby out of jail, man. Shout out to Bobby out of jail. We'll get Bobby, because Bobby gonna do something crazy. We'll talk about it on the next show, I bet you. He gonna do something in the club or something. maybe 6ix9ine gonna run up on them and they gonna have a problem. I don't know, man. Come on,
Shit,
we'll talk about that.
they might make a snitching album.
Bobby didn't snitch, boy.
No, he didn't, but 6ix9ine did. Whatever. Bobby got out on the easy.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, bro, you put your cash out, but they trying to win or what?
Nah, I ain't trying to. I ain't gonna do that today.
All right. I know
You
most
know
of you
y'all.
have already shared, but when your Cash App or your PayPal, whatever you use, go ahead and drop it so I can add you to the wheel. I'm looking and checking to make sure all of you have shared the video. And once that,
Check
I'm gonna
out,
spin the wheel.
check
Give you
out
guys a
my wheels.
Bro, y'all know y'all almost messed up the show for me too, cause y'all know I get heated about stuff. Y'all shouldn't have told
Wait,
me that, cause if I ain't seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, my bad. Whatever,
You
whatever.
know how I get. You know if I would have saw that, you know I would have. I'm still
Ooh.
looking for it.
That's why you push buttons that you didn't need to push, and you kind of ended the first podcast.
But we can edit
Yeah.
that right and it'll look good, right?
But I hate doing this podcast with you, but I'll tell you what.
Hold on, producer, and we can edit that right and make it look good. Can we do
We
that?
could edit it, but it was live. It was it
I
was
know, but
live.
people don't care. They love us. They love us. They don't care.
The Stopaholics love us, man.
Come on, man. Look, we ain't your mom and pop's podcast, man. We gonna fuck up. You
Players,
know what I'm saying?
players
We
fuck
ain't
up too.
perfect. You know what I'm saying? We human. Stopaholics get it. You know what I mean?
Check out
Shouts out to
my
them.
wheels.
Can't wait till I get them shirts. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get another. Wait. Down the line, Stopaholic shirts coming out to all the real fans.
Hey,
You know,
bro, we
and
gonna
by that time, we would know who the real supporters are. I know my man Jacob is. Shouts out to him and stuff like that. But
Put your
check out my
put some
wheels.
hearts in the air for the real supporters. If you're a stopaholic,
yeah, if you're a real Stopaholic out there, man,
Hey, people like listening to us
I don't know why,
look,
but
because we talk sports
boy,
and all
the
that other
level,
shit.
the level of disrespect.
Jeez.
now I have a winner.
Oh, winner,
Man,
winner, chicken
we didn't
dinner.
even do the drums.
Let's go.
Nah, it's too late. I don't want to
Let
do
me
it no
get a
more.
drum roll, please.
Bam. There we go.
All right, and the winner is J Shot 352.
Who's that?
Yeah. Who's that? Who that? They here now? They
Who's that?
line? They live? Yo, Jay, you in
Who's
the
that?
joint?
Can I borrow
Yeah,
some money? Who that?
they're
Who that?
Jay,
live.
you in the joint? Jay, you in the joint, bro? You want to cover? Bro, you want to cover the house with the One Stop Podcast?
No, for real. Who that? I want some money. Who that?
That's Jacob Nunez.
Oh,
Get the
Jacob won?
fuck out of here. Get
What
the
the
fuck out of
heck?
here.
Jacob won.
Spin the wheel again.
Spin it again. He don't get the win.
Spin the wheel again. Spin the wheel again. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like
It's
spin the wheel
fair,
again.
fair and square.
Spin the wheel again. Nah, nah. Hey, Jacob, man, congrats, man. We really appreciate your support. You know, Rebecca, we thank you too for all your participation in the show today as well. Everybody, you know, I'm just calling out a few of the names that I've seen in the comments. Thankfully, thank God one of you guys won because I mean, you guys been commenting the whole show, so we appreciate that as well.
It might have been
You
some
know what I
lady from
mean?
Utah won, and we don't even she ain't even here.
I want to give a few shout outs to Miss K. She's been a pretty good sharer and supporter as well. Shout out to if I butcher your name, it's all for love, you know. Um,
Nah, man, nah.
No,
If she
it
butchered your
ain't. It
name,
ain't.
tell
It's
how
cause
y'all feel.
it's cause your mama messed it up, giving you something reasonable.
look, I can't even do my shout outs now. Shout out to Manny YTC on YouTube. We have
That ain't no real
a
name.
well, hey, that's what I see on YouTube. Shout out to AYAJ. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but shout out to you as well. You've been a good sharer, a avid sharer and supporter. So shout out to you as well. Keep
Well, man,
watching, keep
again,
sharing, and sign us out, guys.
I don't know how to do the
do
sign up.
do
Nah,
I
I
got it. I
forgot.
got it. Listen,
Yeah.
again, from all of us, myself, Rel, Vano, producer Mika J. Again, we appreciate you guys. Please continue to share this broadcast. Follow us on all social media platforms. You see them there on your screen. And look, man, that's when I say it's more to come. Trust and believe it's more. to come. And we appreciate you guys. We thank you all. And this is the One Stop Podcast where we talk sports.
Sports and all that other shit.